Oh, there's another one up here too. I'm just started this year. There's this is on YouTube. I don't know if you can actually find me on YouTube, but if you can email me and I'll give you. I write a newsletter every week, once or twice a week, and this is my latest podcast. It just came out this morning. It's on mental models for the prophetic. So we all have like thoughts about the prophetic, right? We like it or we don't like it. There's a whole spectrum of how we observe it. But one thing we can do when we take life coaching skills and we start thinking about the supernatural, we all walk around with mental models. So we have a model. When you heard the word prophetic, you started synthesizing all of it with all this model that helps you construct what you believe about it. Did you know you're doing that right now? Your brain is super busy. It's the strongest muscle you have. It's the most important muscle you have is your brain. And so what happens is, on this, I talk about those mental models that will give us a healthy look at the prophetic to actually give it some boundaries, but to clarify it and to honor it and to make it more practical and more useful, all right? Because Jesus, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, doesn't talk to us just through the spiritual stuff. He actually then uses our brain, and our brain does a pretty good job stopping a lot of the spiritual stuff from going on in our life in the worst of ways. So our brain stops the movement of the Holy Spirit. Our brain stops a gift coming up from within us. I think I have a word for somebody, and our brain says, oh man, but who are you to hear from God? Our brain says, oh, but they're never going to receive it from you because you blank. So when we're talking today, I don't want you to think mental models, but it's this mashing up of the spiritual and the practical. The practical isn't supposed to oppose the spiritual, and the spiritual doesn't oppose or ignore the practical. We're flesh and blood and soul and spirit, right? There's a fullness of us.